Everybody, welcome to the Beauty Outcast. My name's Camille and I'm here to showcase on my channel many things that are fashion related, but with a focus on style and also how to be more responsible with our purchases. We'll try to be, for us that love to shop. It's a learning curve for both of us, all of us, I should say. And also showcase natural beauty techniques. And I talk about natural beauty in the sense that it's just skincare that I use and maybe massage processes and techniques. That's it. No needles, no procedures, no Botox, no fillers, none of that stuff. But aside from all of that, on this episode, we are talking all things style icons, namely aunties. Aunties are the style icons. So I want to tell you and I want to show you the protagonists that are coming on ahead, and including myself, and why I believe we are the style icons. Okay, so our first protagonist is Giovanna Battaglia Engelbert. And for those of you who may be familiar, and for those that aren't, she is a former model of Italian heritage. She is a former fashion editor of W Magazine and Vogue Japan, and now creative director for Swarovski. Now, this lady, since I used to see her back in my Milan days, she was just like a gazelle in the streets of Milan. And obviously she was a fashion editor, so attending all the shows and stuff. And she just stood out as an effortless beauty, just something that was so unaffected. And she was so like a lot of people in fashion at that level, they're super delusional. They've got delusions of grandeur. She never had any of that. She just seemed so easy breezy, but her style. I think there's very few people that I admire more than hers, you know? And if you look at these pictures, everything she does is just so flawless in the sense that it could just be a t-shirt and a skirt. And she looks amazing. You know, there's just nothing fussy. And when she does fussy, she can do fussy. She can do street. She can do elaborate. She can do elegant. She can do it all. And that's what makes her a true style icon, because she is one of the few people that I'm going to present to you, including myself, that has styled herself. She styles herself. Her style is definitively hers. And she can rock many moods of style, many moods of fashion. From the on-trend to the classic to the not on-trend. She has pure style and fashion in her blood. Obviously, she's Italian. That's part of her DNA. But aside from that, she really has an eye like no other. So yeah, so for those that know, great. But for those that don't know, go and check her out. Check out her Instagram, Google her, and just see her style evolution over the years. And that's why I'm saying she's an auntie who's a style icon. She's also a mother, actually. But she's an auntie who's a style icon for sure. And a lot of the young ones look up to her because she's a global style icon. I've always loved her style and appreciated her style because it's never been synthetic. So yeah, so that's protagonist number one, Giovanna Battaglia Engelbert. Auntie Gio is definitely a style icon. So next up is Tracee Ellis Ross. She's much more recognizable and famous, so to speak, but a style icon nonetheless. So Tracee Ellis Ross, daughter of the iconic original style icon that is Miss Diana Ross. So the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. She has created her own lane, her own identity, and she's created her own style identity that is uniquely hers. And it's very unique. There's a very European slant to her style, in my opinion. There's a quirk to it, and I love it. And she can rock many things, many things. She knows what works, and obviously I'm sure over time she's gotten to know what doesn't work for her. And yes, she does have a stylist, but she often styles her own. And part of her love of fashion is to buy, and that she often confesses that she loves to shop, and she's just, she does all these wonderful things, award-winning actress and, CEO of Pattern Beauty, so she can buy her clothes and shoes and accessories. But yes, Tracee Ellis Ross is definitely an auntie who is a style icon. There's no doubt about it. And you see, these women in their 40s and 50s are just rocking it. This Gen X generation, we paved the way for many, many, many. And that's why I say we are the style icons. Because you look, after many years of, trial and error, finding great pieces, finding not so great pieces, fashion regrets, all of the things that happens over time. And you really get to know who your style is and what your style is over time. You don't develop, your style in a year. It's innately within you, but you just build it, build it, build it. And even if it isn't innately within you, you learn it. So there's some people who just got it like that, but still over the years, you see their style evolution, how they've pivoted. Auntie Tracy, she's fantastic. Her style is fantastic, and it's an undisputed style icon in my opinion. So yeah, so you see all these images, it just showcases, and she hasn't lost it over the years. Just like Gio, you just get better and better and better with time. This is why I encourage you, even if you're a late starter, it's never too late, because it gets better with time if you start to really dig deep. So yeah, that's Tracee Ellis Ross. Who have we got next? Yes, Kate Moss. The next auntie style icon I have to show you has had more Vogue covers than any other model. She is supermodel Kate Moss, a Brit icon, a global legend. Oh, itchy, itchy, itchy. From the 90s, that cool girl image, that cool Brit chick image that she coined, the grunge look. Her Glastonbury looks were used to just go viral before viral was a thing. And as you can see, she started from a very young age, very, very young age, and she just developed her style. She coined the term off-duty model style because it was her style that everybody coveted. There was nothing fake about her. It was so London, it was so her. She wasn't pretentious in the way she dressed. She was just super cool. But she did it so well because that was what she was developing over time. She developed her style over time, as I've said earlier, and created these amazing looks. That, signature skinny jeans, shorts. She was always getting her legs out because she knew what her focus was, what her style focus was, to play on her legs. Tapped in the streets of London or the streets of New York, wherever she was in the world. And it was signature. Her signature look was so identifiable, but constantly changing. There was variations of it that made it even more cool. All my English friends who were originally, from the UK, they all just adored Kate Moss. Her style wasn't one that I could relate to, and her look wasn't one I could relate to in the sense that I wanted it for myself. No, but I just loved it. I loved flicking through magazines and seeing her looks, or seeing, the newspapers and just seeing her looks. I thought, yeah, this girl's got good style. I always think, yeah, she's just got such great style. She paved the way for so many. All this indie look, all these indie cool girl look. It's all Kate Moss. Yeah, another iconic auntie style icon. Ladies and gentlemen, Auntie Kate. Our next style icon fills me with a lot of joy, but then also with a lot of sadness. It's Aaliyah Horton, Auntie Aaliyah. This year she would have been 45 years of age. Tragic, tragic, tragic. But more on an uplifting note, style, yeah. That tomboy, androgynous, sexy style was coined by Aaliyah. She paved the way for that look that is still present today. Look how baggy jeans and low rise and crop tops and, you know, the oversized look. Aaliyah was doing it when she could have been doing the dainty, girly, feminine thing. But she came out guns blazing with these styles, and the Tommy looks, just so iconic. And even when she went up a notch, it was always this formula of trousers and a statement top or a crop top, or, you know, you got that vibe. And it was just so her. She defined a style that will last forever. It was so beautiful and such a statement at the time because it was so refreshing. She wasn't overtly sexual. She wasn't trying to do the little Kim. She wasn't trying to do this overtly sexual being thing that so many artists have done after her. She never did that. She didn't need to do that. And that's why I love her so much. That's why I love a lot of these protagonists I'm talking about today. They're sensual, they're sexy, but it was never really sleazy. They never did sleazy, you know? And that's what I love about Aaliyah. And then when she started to mature, you see her style evolution start to just break into the, you know, the dresses and the feminine and the, you know, the Roberta Cavalli iconic look. She's had so many iconic looking dresses, black dress looks, still very edgy in a way, still very rock and roll, hip hop, R&B. You could see who she was and what she was influenced by, but she didn't compromise. You know, could you ever imagine in present day Aaliyah twerking and talking about coochie all the time and doing all of that? Really think about that. That, you know, that is a wild statement. She would never, Aaliyah would never. And it had nothing to do with age because when she passed, she was just 22 years of age. And this is what makes her even more of a style icon because she didn't compromise. She did her own thing. She didn't follow the crowd. And her style speaks for itself. Aside from her beauty, one of a kind beauty, like, come on, stunning. Every single time she was a natural beauty. She loved, you know, she just, yeah, I loved Aaliyah and I still love her. May she rest in perfect peace. But I really wanted to highlight that Auntie Aaliyah, style icon to this day. Nothing looks dated. Look at these images. Nothing looks dated. Everything looks current. Everything looks relevant. Everything looks fashionable. Everything looks stylish. Love that. Really love that. And that's why I have to big her up, because I know for a fact if she was still with us today, it would have been that evolution that we've all had. It would have been that evolution that we've all had as aunties. It would have been just as iconic. So yeah, so that's Aaliyah, the wonderful Aaliyah. Oh, made me sad. So finally, our next style icon coming up is Auntie Camille. Oh, that would be me. And I coined myself that because I've developed my style over the last 30 years and I've loved every moment of it. I've loved to explore. I've loved the fact that my unique perspective is I am a Ghanaian Ashanti woman, born and raised in London, UK. therefore born and raised in Europe. So you've had Paris, that's an hour away by train in a car. The many times I've driven to Paris as a kid for school trips, blah, blah, blah. Europeans really just travel and embed themselves in each other's culture. And that's the beauty of growing up as a Londoner and growing up here in the UK, I believe. And it's afforded me so many insights. Yeah, sorry, I got itch. What's all this itching? So yeah, so that's a big influence. The fact that so many cultures of the world, including mine, are here. And so there's a blend of just inspiration and culture. So it makes you fearless, because I really realized growing up in London, people come to London and it's tough. It's a tough city. It's a challenging city. It's an expensive city to many. But it's so beautiful and it's so inspiring. You can be whatever you want to be here. You really can. This has been my chrysalis. This has been my evolution. So there's nothing I fear to wear. But again, I say that, but I've never been like the sleazy side of sensual, sexy. That's never been me. Even when I had the perfect body, I never dressed like that. It took me a long time to even wear a pair of jeans. So as long as I'm sensual, sexy, I'm good. Elegant, cool, edgy, that's me. And I want to show you something that was quite interesting. Tyler did a shoot, most recent shoot, which I think is her best shoot for V magazine. It was really great. The stylist was fab, love the styling, and I'm very critical because obviously I'm a stylist and costume designer and all of that. But yeah, and I was flicking through, well, you know, scrolling through. I think I was on Outland magazine, which is my favorite, like, I don't know, digital platform to look at all things fashion, because the rest just bore me. But Outlander, yeah. So I was just flicking through Outlander, and there's like Tyler's just done a shoot for V magazine. I was like, oh, let's have a look. And the first image grabbed me. I thought, wow, she looks great. Then I think I scrolling, and I thought, oh, that image feels familiar to me. I thought that image. Let me put it up for you. So I looked, I thought that feels very familiar to me. And I thought, oh. And I did a shoot that's coming up. You know, I did the styling, you know, footage for an episode that's going to come up down the line. I won't spoil it for you, but it's on a specific style topic. But it was this particular outfit in mind. I thought, that's like the outfit that I shot for X episode. So I pulled it up alongside and I thought, look at this, guys and girls. So you see the tones. So, you know, this is modern day Tyler, and then there's me, Auntie Camille, right? And I took this about 2 weeks prior to seeing this shoot. So obviously no one saw anybody's like work because they don't know me, do they? Anyway, so yeah, so I did that. I put this look together. The skirt, that skirt is older than Tyler. So the look that you're seeing is full vintage look. Let me say it again. This look of mine that I'm wearing is fully vintage. So it's got the skirt that I bought around 2000 in the year. I bought the skirt in the year 2000. I think she's about 23, isn't she? 22, 23? If not, she's the same age as my skirt. I've had that skirt since 2000. It's got a little mark on it somewhere, but apart from that, it's immaculate. And the blouse I bought from a wonderful vintage boutique in Milan called Lipstick Vintage. And I bought it around, I don't know, 2010. And Lipstick Vintage, if those who know, was the best vintage store. Like, seriously. And yeah, I found that lace blouse in there. And it was a Fendi, vintage Fendi. And then upon doing the research for my episode, I thought, let me just look up, because the label on that blouse is super old. It's not like the modern day Fenty labels and all the rest of it. It's super old. You just know it's an old one. So look, Fendi launched their ready-to-wear with Carl in 1977. So that blouse is from 1977 to 1980, early 80s, that period. So that's how old this blouse is that I'm wearing. It is immaculate. It's so beautiful. And if you see, it's like a lace diamond. It's like diamond and lace. It's just so phenomenal. So I've had that since 2010. And look, and you see the tones, the similar tones of Tyler's look and my look. The leather. Do you see the tonal? And I just thought that was really cool. So yeah, let me just showcase that. So, you know, this is a little kind of like a really great display how great style never dies. This Gen X lady next to a wonderful Gen Z lady, young woman. It's true style. Oh gosh, I went on a bit, didn't I? But that was fun. That was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed it, because those are all the aunties. Not tell me not one of these women aren't style icons. And what just triggered the idea was when I saw Tyler shoot, and I thought, hold on a minute, didn't I just shoot something similar? You know, and I did. So that's when I thought, you know, it's us aunties that are the style icons, you know. We, you know, like we walked so everybody could run. That's why I need to do more episodes of this series that aunties are the style icons. Because we are. They are. The women that I've showcased in this episode, they're all Gen Z, right? What am I talking about? Gen X. The women are all Gen X. Maybe I do a baby boomers, because then that would be really cool. The next gen afterwards. And then maybe do a millennial, because they could still be aunties. You can be aunties at 18, you can be an auntie at 18 years of age, but you know what I mean. I'm talking longevity. I'm really trying to make a case for women over 40 and why they are really the real style icons. You know, we're really getting dressed. We've been getting dressed. Oh, but anyway, on that note, it is so hot here in London. Super, super hot. It's time for me to love you guys and leave you. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Please join me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me your thoughts down below. Tell me your auntie style icons. Is your Auntie Mabel? Is it your Auntie Susie? Who's your auntie? Is it your Auntie Shola? Tell me, who are your style icons? Your auntie style icons. Let me know down below. I'd love to know. But until then, until the next episode, thank you for joining me here at the Beauty Outcast, and I look forward to seeing you again on the next one. Bye.